Today's meditation comes from Acts chapter 16, verse 25 to 33. So this passage talks about the Paul and Silas. When Paul and Silas, when they were there in the prison, in the midnight, they were praising God through the songs and they were praying it. All the prisoners, the keepers of the prisoners, they were enjoying it. Do you think some happiest moments happened in their life? Now, if you look at the few verses before that, there was a girl who was possessed with the evil spirit. Her master, by telling the fortune telling through her, is making the money. The Paul and Silas, they chased the evil spirit from her body. The master was very upset. He told to the authorities, they were misguiding our people. Their laws are different than our laws. And they were doing something against to the Roman government. They dragged them into the marketplace and they beat them with the rods and they put them into the prison. They were going through the very painful situation. They had the bleeding on their hands and legs. And they were suffering with a lot of painful situation. But even in this difficult situation, even in this painful situation, they were singing and praising to the God. So while they are singing and praising to the God, after a while, suddenly the earthquake came. The walls were broken. Their chains were loosened. The keeper of the prison, he got up from the sleep. He thought everybody might be ran away. So what answer I can give to the Roman authorities? Let me die. He was about to kill himself. The Paul said with a loud voice, do not harm yourself. We all are here. While listening this voice, the keeper of the prison, he was very happy. Because his life was saved. But the chains were loosened, but they did not go. Now, my dear believers, even though the prisoners had the opportunity, they can flew away from there, but they were reminded there. And even Paul and Silas, they showed the Christ character. The walls and chains doesn't make any difference as long as we are in the prison. They were faithful to the God. While looking at this, the keeper of the prison asked to the Paul, Master, how can I be saved? They replied, believe Jesus Christ. He will be saved. In that hour, he took Paul and Silas to his home. His whole family was baptized. His whole family was baptized. Now, my dear believers, we can learn various important lessons from this story. Thanking God in difficult times. Showing Christ's character even when they were in the difficult situations. Even in the difficult situation, most of the times we see the people are cursing the God. People are blaming the God. They were praising the God. Even they had the opportunity to go out of the prison, but they showed the Christ character. Because of they showed the Christ character, the keeper of the prison and his family were able to save. Now what we are doing, my dear believers, you and me show our Christ character to our fellow brothers. When we show the Christ character to our fellow brothers, they make and think they are the true Christians. They are the follower of the Christ. They make and see your humility and your humbleness and your Christ character. Through that, many souls can come to the Christ. Because they were the faithful to the God, that is what one family was able to save it. And thanking God is very, very important in difficult times. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 16 to 18 says, rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the God's will for the Christ Jesus. The Bible has clearly made rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances. This is the God's will for you. Because when we go through the difficult situation, we might be going through the problematic situation. Remember, the God has a special plan for you. Even in the prison, God was able to use Paul and Silas for the saving one family. He may can use you like an instrument to save someone.